Moral policing is a huge issue in India, and it is especially disheartening when it is not only the uneducated or maybe people from an earlier generation or people from earlier times who do moral policing, but it is especially very disheartening when you see people who are supposed to uphold the law, follow the law to the letter, being the biggest perpetrators of moral policing. Just about 2 weeks ago, I got a call from a friend who was at Delhi's famous Connaught Place area, and in Connaught Place, the famous round Central Park area. And he gives me a call and says that I am at Central Park right now with a female friend, and we were roaming around the park for a little too late, and once we went to the exit gate, we were told by the security guard that the police of the concerned Connaught Place area have given specific directions that if anybody leaves the park after the park operation time, then they must give their identification to the police as well as make a call to their respective parents to inform them that they and make them speak with the police personnel. And my friend asked me what he should do, because it would of course be a very embarrassing situation for himself as well as his companion. I informed him that as an adult above the age of 18 years in India, there is nothing that the police can do to compel him to talk to his parents, and the same goes for his adult female friend as well. But the practical issue that arises is that you might have a remedy of it, you might have a right in law, or you might not be doing anything illegal, but the powers given to the police are such and so wide that in case you try to assert that right, it becomes very difficult for you to get away with a clean sweep. And what I mean by that is that the police do have the power given to them by the Criminal Procedure Code itself, under which the police can, under any whim or fancy, hold any person in custody for a maximum period of 24 hours. And also the provision that they can arrest a person to ascertain his identity. So using these grounds unnecessarily, of course there are safeguards written in the Criminal Procedure Code itself, but because of the provision being there, the police can any day still utilize that provision to hold anybody in as long a custody as they want, till at least 24 hours. So I had to explain to my friend that he should, practically speaking, explain to the police official that he as an adult has a right to not disclose his parents' information, and neither does his female friend have the responsibility to disclose her parents' name. But on further introspection, I advised my friend that he should just tell the police that he lives away from his home and that he has no relationship left with his parents, and that is why he will not call them. And the same would go for his female companion friend as well. Of course, that's a lie. The police understand that it's a lie. But the moment they hear this statement, they understand that the other person as well is not an idiot who will fall prey to such tactics. Because at the end of the day, of course, what the police want is to accept a little bribe. What they are hoping for, that when they say, "Mummy se baat karao, Papa se baat karao," the child will, or the person in this situation will, be afraid and, suggest that perhaps an alternate arrangement can be made. And that is what the police are looking for as well. It is very shameful. It is very deplorable. And I have faced situations like this myself. And I can say that it is a very, it's a situation where a person feels less than human when he is subject to rules and regulations which are clearly in violation of the very law that this particular person has been empowered and been given the duty to uphold. The one safeguard that is available is that if there is a false arrest made pursuant to this kind of a situation, you can always seek damages against the police personnel themselves. And I'll talk in detail about that on some other occasion. But as far as facing the practical reality is concerned, one thing knowing is important, is that this kind of a moral policing is illegal, and there can be no reason for the police to hold you or to insist that they talk to your parents before letting you go. Another side note on that is that even kissing in public by two individuals, a man and a woman, or after the judgments now, a man and a man or a woman, is also not illegal. So PDA is not illegal either. That is what has been held by various judgments of different high courts across the country. However, if you take it a step further and perhaps try to engage in coitus or intercourse in public, that will be punishable under, I believe, 294 of the IPC, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong about the section, I'll add it in the comment below, but I believe it's obscene acts in public, which I believe is 294 or maybe some other section. I don't recall it right now. So kissing, yes. Sex in public, no. As far as moral policing is concerned, or this kind of a situation where mummy se baat karao, papa se baat karao is concerned, you can tackle that well by just saying that I do not have a relation with my parents anymore, and that is why I will not let you speak with them. The worst that they can do is they can take you to the police station with them. They will make you sit there and probably threaten you for a little while before they understand that you will not relent, and they will let you go.